Ash falls slowly from a shaking light. Knuckles red, boots dust white. They ask me, man, or a machine of fear. I breathe the edge and hold it close. Barroom glass like a church of sins. Prayers and whiskey, rust on skin. I'm not chasing gold or a famous name. I chase that spark inside the flame. I read the room by the way hearts race. I want the look that says I can't be replaced. I got thirst in my veins, standing toe to toe with night, where the living and the dying share the same thin line. I don't beg for mercy, I don't bargain for a sign. I rise every time I bleed, I rise every time I bleed. I wait, I count, I move when it's time. Come like a fuse on a buried mind. I told my heart I don't need love, but I crave respect like the sky craves dust. Seen crowns bought cheap with borrowed bread. Watch decos brag their way to death. Give me the silence right before the fight. That's where I prove I'm still alive. I don't want praise if it costs my soul, just steel in the eyes that says I'm whole. I got thirst in my veins, standing toe to toe with night, where the living and the dying share the same thin line. I don't beg for mercy, I don't bargain for a sign. I rise every time I bleed, I rise every time I bleed. Maybe I hunted their gates to feel real, but mirrors don't lie when the cuts won't heal. If worth is a road that I have to pave, I'll carve it in dust with the bones I've saved. I got thirst in my veins, and I own this narrow line between the man I was and the man I'll find. I don't need a witness just to prove my life. I rise every time I bleed, I rise every time I bleed. Every time I bleed. Smoke hangs heavy like a church of ash. A match goes out with a whispered crash. I count their heartbeats through the haze, read every tremor like a prayer half raised. Head brim low and the floor turns still. I feel the room tilt to my will. I don't shout to make men pay. I sharpen silence like a blade I've saved. I slow the storm until I hear its spine. I move when fate and breathe a line. I don't need thunder to bring you down. The quiet in my chest will run this town. I count, I wait, then I'm already gone. Stillness is my loaded gun. Stillness is my loaded gun. I watch you twitch behind a grin, a Sunday smile on borrowed sin. One nod from me and bluffs turn bone. Control speaks soft in a steel cold tone. Mirror cracks where the smoke runs thin, shows a cage I'm living in. If I'm an artist of the end, my craft is mercy held to the brim. I don't chase crowns I cannot own. I make the chaos find its home. I don't need thunder to bring you down. The quiet in my chest will run this town. I count, I wait, then I'm already gone. Stillness is my loaded gun. Stillness is my loaded gun. Power tried to train my hands, gilded rage and called it grand. But gold leaf walls can't hold the sun. I choose the breath, not just the gun. I don't need thunder to bring you down. The quiet in my chest still wears the crown. I choose the time, I choose the run. Stillness is my loaded gun. This is my loaded gun. Ashes of low, but I don't fade. Dust on my boots, debts I never paid. I'm not chasing gold or a famous name. I chase that edge where breath meets flame. A cracked glass Bible of whiskey and sin. Neon saints flicker, I breathe them in. A smile like a scar in the mirror's light. I live on the razor of day and night. I don't want love that begs me to stay. I want that stare that says carve your way. I turn fear into fire and pain into dry. Standing on the line where the dying survive. I don't pray to be saved, I don't bargain or hide. This thirst makes me alive. This thirst makes me alive. This thirst makes me alive. I count their heartbeats through the smoke. One twitch, one lie, the bluff is broke. I move like a fuse that's burning slow. Calms the art only killers know. Told my heart I'd never need a hand, but I crave respect like a starving man. Not the roar of a crowd or a crown thirst makes me alive. Maybe I hunted their gaze to feel real, but mirrors don't lie when the cuts won't heal. If meaning's a road I have to pave, I'll write it in dust with the bones I save. I turn fear into fire and pain to drive, where the living and the dead share the same thin line. I don't need a witness just to prove my life. If this thirst makes me alive, this thirst makes me alive, this thirst makes me alive. Neon shakes on a whiskey glass, ash falls off where the prayers won't pass. Brim pull low, I don't make a sound. My quiet walks in, the whole room bows down. I call to strength when their eyes looked away. Stacked up fear like bricks of clay. Build me a throne out of blood and blame, till power on my face and sign my name. I mortared these walls with borrowed dread, forged me a crown from things I said. I wear a crown that's made of chains, iron on my heart and fire in my veins. If it's the throne or the soul I claim, break the bars, keep the name. Break the bars, keep the name. Oh, break the bars, keep the name. Count their heartbeats through the smoke. One nod from me and the bluff line broke. Control ain't loud like a war drum's roar. It's holding your breath till you're on the floor. But gold halls echo when the night gets thin. A king turns small in the walls he's in. Fed that fortress everything I earned. Now every lock knows how I turn. Every victory tastes the same, hollow wine in a golden frame. Oh, I wear a crown that's made of chains, iron on my heart and fire in my veins. If it's the throne or the soul I claim, break the bars, keep the name. Break the bars, keep the name. Oh, 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 break the bars, keep the name. Power trained my hand, blazed my rage and called it grand. If I forge these bars from pride and breath, I'll choose a door and cheat this death. I'll wear a crown that's made of chains, iron on my heart and fire in my veins. I set this throne down, keep my flame. Break the bars, keep the name. Break the bars, keep the name. Break the bars, keep the name. Break the bars, keep the name.